Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Mark, and in this video I wanted to talk about how do we handle ourselves when somebody is argumentative or somebody is getting in your space, they're resonating at a lower frequency, they're trying to pick a fight with you, so to speak, verbally, and it just ain't jiving with you. How do we handle those situations? Well, if you have not already, before we get started, please subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. You'll be notified when I release new videos. So my personality used to be one that would have to prove that I was right. My ego had a very protective nature. Whenever a topic would come up, whatever it could be, I would always feel the draw to jump into a conversation and prove I was right. And it's funny because a lot of times it didn't even, I didn't always necessarily disagree with what the person was saying. I would sometimes take the other position, a position I didn't necessarily agree with, and go at it from that angle and try to prove that I was right. Very strong thing with me and my ego. But as I've been healing, I've backed away from that and I'm better able to hold space and not get lured into those types of situations. I wouldn't let my ego jump in. So I've become the observer, or at least a better job at becoming the observer. So, but a lot of times we run into a situation where we do get triggered for whatever reason, and we sink in frequency to match the aggressor, the one who is coming at us, who is in a very aggressive and combative frequency. And those are the situations that I'm talking about. How do we deal with people that are constantly coming at us, trying to trigger us? How do we hold our ground? What do we do to stay anchored in our self so that we don't align with those frequencies and kind of mess up our whole state of being? This happens a lot, especially this year with everything that's been going on here in the U.S. There's been a lot of opportunity to get drawn into debates and having your frequency lowered and getting aggressive and anxiety and fear and those kind of emotions are certainly there for the taking. So many times when I've been in situations like that, I've learned to basically anchor in. What happens is when somebody comes at you and you feel your ego kind of magnetically get drawn into the situation and you want to respond, you want to say something really sharp back, you want to prove to them that they're wrong and you're right, that's when we have to pause. Okay, we have to become the observer at that very moment. That's that point of consciousness. Okay, I'm not saying, you may still choose to dive in, but to start anchoring in and starting to create space in those types of situations, you have got to become conscious of what's happening. Okay, because when you become conscious, then you have a choice. You don't automatically throw your hat into the ring and go fight. It becomes a choice. And you may still choose to go engage, and that's okay. We don't hold judgment if we do. But we may also choose to bring our awareness back onto ourselves, our body, and away from the object, okay? So the object being the person that's engaging you. We bring it back home. And when we can do that, we can anchor ourselves in and we can take some breaths, we can ground and really realign and hold ourselves steady. Okay? When we can do that, we then basically start to heal ourselves and we heal others. And the interesting thing is, people always expect you to come back and engage. A lot of times that's why they offer up this frequency, this low frequency, this aggressiveness, because they know it's going to trigger you and they expect you to come back. Okay, I liken it to like a fight, right? If you have a fight, if you've ever seen a fight, even on TV, there's a fight. The aggressor's always on the offensive, but when the other person, kind of punches them back real quick, they then get on the defensive. So it changes their perspective. Now, instead of thinking offense, they're thinking defense, right? It just changes their mindset. So when they're expecting you to come at them, they're prepared for that. What they're not prepared for is you to anchor yourself in and be at peace within you and hold that frequency and not engage. And that's the moment that gives them pause. Okay, because for a brief moment, they may not even be conscious of this or aware of this. They're going to feel a shift within themselves. And they still may try to come after you with their argument. They may still come after you with trying to engage you. But you're going to continue to anchor in. And if you have to, you walk away. But you walk away centered and you walk away anchored. And that is going to have a much bigger effect on them than beating them in the argument or winning the argument, okay? Because that's what they expect. So when we do this behavior, when we are conscious and we take control of our own and take responsibility of our own frequency, our own state of being, our own alignment, we then have an opportunity to better affect them, okay? And again, they may continue to engage. If you walk away, they may leave in a huff. They may leave all upset. But I guarantee you that you're going to plant a seed in them. And the next time they engage you, they're going to think twice about it. Or maybe they're going to come at it from a different frequency, from a different perspective, and not be so aggressive. So that's how I best heal with work with people and deal with people that are just coming at me with, with an argument or something like that, trying to lower my frequency. You drop in, you anchor, and you bring your attention, your awareness back to your body and off that situation, and focus on you, because that's what we can control. We want to be conscious of what we can control, and that's exactly what we can control, our frequency. And when we can do that in those types of situations, we are well on our way of taking control over our destiny. So I hope this video helped you guys. Those of you that are constantly getting into situations like this, whether it be at work or out in family situations, whatever, give this a try. Be conscious, anchor in, handle it differently, and I think you're going to be amazed at what happens, what you see happening around you. So thank you so much for stopping by. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you have not already. I would really appreciate it. Until next time, love and light.